Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. So in today's video, there is in fact a fair few things that I want to talk about. Yesterday, we know that the SEC did in fact sue Binance. Okay, so we all know that, right? And we saw Bitcoin drop. Okay, Bitcoin did in fact have a pretty significant drop right here yesterday. But as you guys can clearly see, Bitcoin is now back above $27,000, 27.1 to be exact. Okay, out of nowhere. Okay, I woke up to this and I was actually surprised. And this just shows you guys that you should really just ignore the FUD. I told you guys that Bitcoin is going to, still do fine. Okay, and it still is, right? Bitcoin is still holding up very, very well. And the market today, okay, the cryptocurrency market today, guys, is pumping back up. Okay, we saw it drop like 5% yesterday. Today, the market overall is up 4%, and the global crypto market cap right now is currently at 1.13 trillion. So you guys can see Bitcoin is up over 5%, Ethereum is up 4%, and a fair few altcoins are in fact rising up as well. You guys can see Dogecoin 5%, right? XRP 4%, okay, Solana 1%, Litecoin 3%, Polkadot, 2%, Avalanche 5%. So the market today, guys, is looking so much better than where it was yesterday. And it's crazy, right? This just shows you guys that you should really 100% ignore the FUD, because there's a lot of FUD out there, right? Okay, there's a lot of FUD out there around the crypto space, okay, around the crypto community. And I've been telling you guys many times. In yesterday's stream, even in my videos that I filmed yesterday, where SEC did in fact announce that they were in fact suing Binance, I told you guys many times to not be fearful. Okay, ignore the FUD. Okay, they're just pretty much trying to scare us. And literally one day later, guys, here we are, and Bitcoin, you guys can clearly see, is in fact pumping up to the upside. Okay, it's literally back up at $27,000. Okay, so this is absolutely amazing to see right here, and I'm just glad that I actually bought the dip. Right when we saw this dip yesterday, and Bitcoin was around $25,700. I actually bought some Bitcoin. Right, in my most previous video, I actually bought more Bitcoin, and I'm glad I did, because we did in fact see this pump up to the upside. Right, and that's sort of crazy, because a lot of people were in fact saying Bitcoin's going to drop back down to $24,000 and 23. They're waiting for that buy zone, right? Around $24,000 to $23,000, and now look at it, right? Bitcoin is pumping, but guys, will this pump continue? That's the real question here. Will this pump continue for Bitcoin, or will we see Bitcoin continue consolidate at this level like what it's been doing, right? For the past few days, we know that, right? Bitcoin hasn't really been moving. Okay, will it continue to consolidate, or will we see Bitcoin absolutely just crash back down to the downside? Right, we will see. And other news, guys, that I really want to talk about in this video. Okay, Coinbase today. Coinbase is getting sued by the SEC as well, right? So the SEC sues Coinbase one day after suing Binance. We know just yesterday, okay, the SEC sued Binance, okay, and now today they are in fact officially, suing Coinbase, which is absolutely crazy. The SEC is just literally going after everyone, okay, and I have, personally, I think I have one reason why the SEC is in fact doing this, is because with the court case, okay, the lawsuit with XRP Ripple, I think the SEC knows that they will 110%, lose, right, this lawsuit with the XRP, right, with Ripple. Okay, so now they're targeting, other crypto exchanges, saying, these altcoins like Cardano, Solana, right, Algorand are all securities. Okay, and remember, guys, right, Gary Gensler, okay, was calling Ethereum a security, was saying that Ethereum is in fact a security, okay, and he couldn't really 100% explain why, right? He didn't have a actual explanation of why Ethereum is in fact a security. So I feel like the SEC, Gary Gensler, is targeting, these major, massive crypto exchanges like Binance and Coinbase today, right? Because they know that, they have to do something, to stop, this crypto community and the space. You guys get the gesture, right? They're just going after your crypto right now. Okay, they're spreading a lot of FUD. They're trying to make you scared. Okay, and that's that. And I know that the SEC was in fact threatening Coinbase a couple of months ago, but they are officially suing Coinbase today, which is absolutely crazy because literally just yesterday they did in fact sue Binance. So everything, okay, is just not looking too great, which is crazy, right? News like this, it's not looking too great, right, for the crypto community, but the market is pumping. That doesn't make sense, right? The market should still be dipping. In fact, the market should be dipping even more, right? So this just shows you guys that this is just all FUD. They're trying to clearly make us scared, okay? And Bitcoin doesn't care. Bitcoin is still going up, right? It absolutely pumped up to the upside. You guys can clearly see that, right? And people are in fact buying, okay? It's simple. People are in fact buying in, right? It's just funny to me at this point, right? It really is, okay? And it's kind of crazy because you would expect, right, news articles like this, okay, and of course, the SEC, suing two of the biggest, crypto exchanges out there, right, Coinbase and Binance. You would expect Bitcoin to drop further down. We saw it drop a couple of hours ago, yesterday, right, and you would expect Bitcoin to drop further down, but no, Bitcoin is doing the complete opposite, and it's pumping. And it's not just Bitcoin, it's pretty much the entire cryptocurrency market. The market is up 4% today, right? So that is absolutely crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy, okay? So we will see, right, if this pump will in fact continue for Bitcoin, okay? We will see. But that's that, okay? And the SEC files motion to freeze crypto held by Binance, okay, in the US. So this is absolutely crazy. And this is why I always tell you guys, okay? I've been telling you guys this many times to get your crypto off exchanges, okay? Not your keys, not your crypto. Very, very simple. I highly suggest you guys to, transfer and store your crypto in a hard wallet, okay? If you want to, hold your crypto assets for long term, okay, for a very, very long term, right? Store it, okay, transfer it to a hard wallet, okay? That's what I highly suggest you guys to do, because when you store it into a hard wallet, okay, it's pretty much offline, right? It really is. So I highly suggest you guys to not keep your crypto assets, right, your investments in crypto into a crypto exchange. And this is a perfect, example of that. No matter how big, the crypto exchange is, right, store it, okay? Store it somewhere else more safe. And I highly suggest somewhere like a hard wallet, right? And that's personally where I do it, okay? A lot of people I know, put it into a trust wallet or like maybe even a cold wallet, right? But personally, I just put it in a hard wallet, right? I think it's like the safest way to store, your crypto assets for long term, right? Because it's pretty much offline and hackers cannot get into it. It's more harder, right? Because you have your own key, your own word phrases. So yeah, it's not looking too good, but I think Binance will still be fine and Coinbase. Okay, I know they are obviously going to fight against this. Even CZ, right, the CEO of Binance, tweeted out yesterday that he was in fact going to obviously fight against this lawsuit, right, against this case with the SEC against them. So that's that. And speaking about CZ, he tweeted this out a couple of hours ago, yesterday, right? And it was a poll. And he said, who protects you more, the SEC or Binance? And you guys can clearly see 84%, over almost 85% of people said Binance, and 15.2% of people said the SEC. Okay, so just think about that. Let that sink in, guys. Okay, just let that sink in, right? And what's happening right now? Okay, the business and finance. Okay, what's trending is of course Bitcoin, right? 8 million tweets on Bitcoin, which is absolutely crazy. And the SEC, okay? So that's what's trending right now on Twitter. And of course, Apple, of course, right? But that's that, guys. So that I found this pretty crazy, okay? So just think about that, right? Just let that sink in. And of course, guys, Bitcoin, okay, is still holding up very well. And I've been telling you guys, if you guys have in fact been watching my videos, I've been mentioning this, okay, and predicting that I do in fact see a 50K Bitcoin towards the end of this year. Do I still think that's possible? I do, right? I really do. Even though, yes, news articles like this and the SEC, suing these major crypto exchanges like Coinbase and Binance, I still believe that we will easily see a 50K Bitcoin. Okay, you guys have to really think about it, right? Bitcoin doesn't, um, you know, involved with what's happening with Coinbase and Binance, right? Those are just crypto exchanges, right? Yes, it will obviously cause dumps and everything, like little dips. It will always recover. Okay, so I do in fact see a 50K Bitcoin towards the end of this year in 2023, and this chart right here just shows you guys that Bitcoin always recovers from bad news, from FUD, right? In the past, right? So you guys can clearly see this chart from Stock Money Lizards, okay, the Bitcoin history. You guys can clearly see it. When in doubt, I've been telling you guys many times, when in doubt, okay, you're sort of feeling, fearful about Bitcoin, you're sort of bearish, okay, you're not sure if Bitcoin will be steady over the next few years. When in doubt, guys, look at the Bitcoin chart. Just zoom out completely. Just zoom out, okay, and you guys can clearly see that Bitcoin always recovers. It always reaches a new all-time high. Okay, always over the years. Okay, and this is why I always tell you guys that Bitcoin is an asset that does in fact have store of value, and this is a perfect example on why Bitcoin has store of value, because it always goes up, right? Yes, it's really volatile, okay, but it's always shooting up. So the upside is always recovering. Okay, so we can clearly see throughout the years, okay, a lot of things have in fact happened, right, throughout the years that caused Bitcoin to drop, and not just Bitcoin, but of course the entire cryptocurrency market. But so Bitfinex crashed right here, okay, back in 2015, mid 2015, we saw Bitcoin dip. Okay, it doesn't say it here, but of course we had the COVID crash and whatnot, right? Who remembers, right? We had the COVID crash that's also dipped right around here. Okay, and you guys can clearly see that Bitcoin did in fact recover from that. That's when we're in fact entering the next bull market, and we saw Bitcoin absolutely pump up. And you guys can clearly see, right, last November we had the FTX crash. Who remembers that? We saw Bitcoin drop, the entire crypto market dropped as well. I remember seeing in one day, in 24 hours, Bitcoin dropped like 7% or 8%, right? So it was dropping pretty hard on that day. And you guys can see we recovered from that, right? From the FTX crash. Bitcoin clearly recovered from that. And then, of course, we had the Coinbase Wells notice, and now, the Binance lawsuit, and now, of course, Coinbase, right? Coinbase. So Bitcoin will recover from this, right? It will. I can tell you guys that much right now. We know the halving for Bitcoin is, in fact, right around the corner. It's going to happen less than 1 year from now, okay? And every single time we have the halving for Bitcoin, right, that's where Bitcoin tends to pump the most, and of course reaches a new all-time high, and that's when we will officially enter the next bull market. Right now, we are obviously not 100% in a bull market. We are still in a bear market, right? Bitcoin is nowhere near its previous all-time highs. Okay, but once Bitcoin reaches back up to its previous all-time highs and it rises to a new all-time high, that is when, guys, the next bull market will officially start, right? So be excited for that. For all my Bitcoin holders out there that's watching this video right now, okay, no need to be fearful. Just think long-term. Keep stacking your Bitcoin, right? And if you guys bought Bitcoin at this level right now, okay, before, right, when Bitcoin was below $26,000, you would be up in profit right now, clearly, right? But of course, this is not financial advice, guys, okay? So always do your own research. Who knows? This pump might not continue. It might not, right? More FUD could be spreading more in the next few weeks, more, right? Let's see who, SEC, targets next, right? They did Binance, they did Coinbase. Who's next? Okay, so we will see the next few days, and of course in the next few weeks. I will obviously keep you guys updated, but clearly Bitcoin doesn't care and it's still pumping up to the upside, so that's great to see for Bitcoin. And we will see if this pump will continue or if it will have another rejection down to the downside. We will see, and I'll obviously keep you guys updated on that. Now, before I end this video, I just want to give you guys a little update on this. The Fear and Greed Index has shot up back to neutral at 53. It's kind of funny, right? So we're in fact at 53. Okay, it was in fact at 53 2 days ago, and it dropped to 44 yesterday, and that's back up at 53 once again. So that's pretty funny. Yesterday it was in fact in fear mode. Today we're in neutral. So that's that, guys. This just shows you guys, okay, there's just so much FUD going around. It's trying to spook us, okay, trying to spook a lot of people, trying to make a lot of people bearish and whatnot. So I'm telling you guys right now, keep stacking and hold, right, your investments for long term. That's all I'm gonna say, not financial advice. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. More videos will in fact be coming your way today, so stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I really would appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a blessed day, guys.